Zelensky leaves open the possibility of withdrawing troops from Donetsk.
Tin commemorates the 260th birth anniversary of the great poet Nguyen.
Tightening fisheries control. Steps towards lifting the IUU, yellow card.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I'm Hoàng Yên, and here we go, the first set of the show. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has stated that he does not rule out of the possibility of withdrawing the country's armed forces from the self-proclaimed Donetsk People's Republic.
This statement comes as the conflict in eastern Ukraine continues to escalate, with fierce fighting ongoing around strategic flashpoints. The Ukrainian leader noted that Kyiv's top priority remains preserving the lives of its soldiers, asserting that all military decisions will be based on field assessments, defense capabilities, and long-term strategic interests. Zelensky emphasized that tactical adjustments or withdrawals do not equate to abandoning sovereignty goals, rather, they are intended to prevent unnecessary losses as the balance of power shifts. He also noted that Ukraine demands reciprocal steps in any troop withdrawal.
The United States has intercepted an oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela in international waters, a move that comes just days after U.S. President Donald Trump just announced a blockade of all sanctioned oil tankers entering and leaving Venezuela.
U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem confirmed the interception on Saturday, saying in a post on X that the Coast Guard apprehended the vessel with support from the Pentagon. Noem stated on social media that the United States will continue to pursue the illicit movement of sanctioned oil that is used to fund narco-terrorism in the region. It's the second time in recent weeks that the United States has gone after a tanker near Venezuela amid a large U.S. military buildup in the region, sparking strong reactions from Venezuela and warnings from South American leaders.
On December 20th, at Thành Square, Hà province just solemnly held a ceremony to commemorate the 260th birth anniversary of the great poet and the world cultural celebrity Nguyễn.
The great poet Nguyen was born in 1765 in Bichkao, Thang Long, into a distinguished scholarly family of the Nguyen clan from Tien Dinh, Ha Tin. His life and career left behind a massive literary legacy, most notably his masterpiece, Truyen. The work not only crystallizes timeless artistic values but also powerfully resonates with aspirations for freedom and human dignity among international audiences. Recognizing these profound humanistic contributions, UNESCO honored Nguyen as a world cultural celebrity. The highlight of the ceremony was a special art program titled Great Poet Nguyen, The Heart Shines Forever. Through traditional V and GM folk songs, the performance vividly recreated the life, ideology, and noble humanity of the great poet.
Upcoming are some updated news.
Vietnam's total trade turnover has reached a historic milestone of over 920 billion United States dollars. This achievement propels Vietnam into the top 15 global trading powers and secures its position as the second largest trader in ASEAN. 2025 marks a spectacular finish for the industry and trade sector, which has firmly established itself as a key economic pillar. This performance represents the highest results in the current 5-year term, contributing significantly to the country's impressive economic growth and setting unprecedented records in Vietnam's history.
Last night, at Lam Vinh Square, Son Hong Ward, Da Lat, the Lam Dong Provincial People's Committee organized the Southeast Asian Gong Festival 2025. The event featured performances by artisan delegations from 3 Southeast Asian countries, Laos, Cambodia, and Malaysia, representatives from Dak Lak, Gia Lai, Quang Ngai, and Phu Tho provinces, and representatives from various localities and tourism businesses in Lam Dong province. The festival was a significant highlight in the series of activities of the Southeast Asian Gong Festival 2025 organized by Lamdong Province. It also commemorated the 20th anniversary of the Central Highlands Gong culture space being recognized by UNESCO as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity.
After more than 10 days of exciting Southeast Asian sports competitions, the closing ceremony of SEA Games 33 was held solemnly last night at the Rajamangala National Stadium. Bangkok, Thailand. Thailand firmly asserted its status as Southeast Asia's sports powerhouse with a record-breaking 233 gold medals. Indonesia ranked second. With 87 gold medals, Vietnam ended in third place overall, further affirming its position among the top in the region. SEA Games 33 concluded with many beautiful impressions of noble sportsmanship and strong cooperation among Southeast Asian nations. The ceremony of handing over the SEA Games flag to Malaysia, the host country of the 34th Games in 2027, was then solemnly performed.
As 2025 draws to a close, the process of lifting the European Commission's EC yellow card has entered a decisive phase. Nghệ An, a province with one of the largest fishing fleets in the North Central region, is mobilizing all resources to combat IUU fishing. Key tasks are being implemented synchronously and drastically from the provincial to the grassroots levels, reaffirming the province's determination to meet international standards in fisheries management. More in the story today.
At Lach Quen Port, border guard forces maintain daily inspections of inbound and outbound fishing vessels according to regulations. Before departure, every vessel must ensure it possesses a valid fishing license, an updated journey logbook, and a functional vessel monitoring system. Additionally, captains must sign a commitment not to infringe upon foreign waters.
Only vessels that fully comply with all regulations are permitted to head out to sea. In cases where conditions are not met, the station resolutely denies departure and requires fishers to fully rectify any issues before participating in fishing activities.
In parallel with inspection and control, the authorities are stepping up propaganda and guidance for fishermen to strictly comply with regulations in fisheries exploitation. The focus remains on the proper use of vessel monitoring system devices, recording logs for every sea trip, and adhering to designated fishing grounds.
We always abide by the law and EU requirements, from port procedures to fishing within permitted zones. We hope that all levels of government continue to support us so that fishers can feel secure while heading out to sea and protecting our maritime sovereignty.
Since January 2024, the Queen Thuan Border Guard Post has detected and handled hundreds of violating vessels related to illegal fishing, with fines totaling over 3 billion Vietnamese dongs. Thanks to strict supervision, the awareness of Nghệ An's fishers regarding anti-IUU regulations has significantly improved.
The Queen Thuan Border Guard Post has deployed simultaneous measures, focusing on educating fishers to comply with anti-illegal fishing regulations and resolutely handling violations, especially VMS signal disconnections. The province currently has 2.629 fishing vessels, 100% of which have been updated on the national monitoring system. The licensing rate has reached 99.3%. The remaining 7 vessels are currently grounded as they do not meet fishing conditions. They have been handed over to local authorities and interdisciplinary teams for close monitoring to ensure no violations occur.
The strict control of fishing activities in Nghệ An is an effort to meet the EC's recommendations and work towards lifting the IUU yellow card. This path aims to build a responsible and sustainable fishery, gradually elevating the position of Vietnamese seafood products in the international market.
The last story to send it our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now.